Hey Sagittarius, I'm so glad you could be here. We are doing our energy checks for the Virgo season, which is going to be August 23rd into, it might be August 22nd. Is it August 22nd? Might be, yeah, I think. I don't. Anyway, it's Virgo season. So it starts like August 22nd and it goes up until September 22nd. We're just going to see where everybody's energy's at, the energy surrounding you, all that stuff. All right. So what we're going to start with is how people are viewing you. So external energy. So let's see, how do you appear to other people that are surrounding you? How are you looking? So let's start with the external energy first. So how are people viewing you, Sagittarius? Let's see. How are people viewing Sagittarius at this time? All right, let's see. We're going to do a couple more fluffs. And if you never know what I'm talking about with the fluffs, this is what's fluffs. This. I don't know what they're called. Shuffle, I guess, but that part, this to me is the shuffle. Anyway, whatever. Let's go ahead and see. What are people thinking about you, or how do you appear to other people, I should say. On your external environment, how are people viewing you? Sagittarius at this time. Let's see. All right. Okay. So, 9 of Pentacles. So independent, doing your own thing, which that kind of sounds like Sagittarius, right? But this might be too as well, a little extra with that, because you are social, but you kind of do your own thing. All fire signs all do their own thing, but maybe you're just kind of like not interacting with a lot of people and just kind of doing your own thing. So this is an independent energy. So, it's very good though. Like 9 of Pentacles is 10 is completion in the material world. Like you've completed your abundance and all that. 9's pretty close. So you're doing really well. You're doing your own thing. You're manifesting what you want to do. Working on what you want, all that stuff. So that's how they're looking at you. And then on the bottom, so 3 of Cups is celebration and teamwork. So you could be celebrating with your friends as well, but you are doing something on your own. And I really feel like it's some kind of something that you are trying to manifest. So whether it's a new career, whether it's your own business, whether it's a relationship, they see you successful. This group of friends or whoever's around you celebrating, good team player, all that stuff. So let's go ahead and see how your real energy is. Let's see how your real energy is. So that's how they're seeing you. So let's see how your energy is, Sagittarius. Let's see. How is Sagittarius' energy? How is Sagittarius' energy? How do they really feel inside? Alright. What's your energy like, Sagittarius? Internal energy. How's your energy? How you feeling? How you doing? Alright, let's see. Alright. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, look. 8 of Pentacles, they see you as 9, so it's right next to each other. So you're working on yourself, working on skills, learning new things. So it could be your job, college, you could be doing an apprenticeship, or whatever it is you're working. Looks like you're working hard here. You're working hard. Let's see what else is coming up for your energy. What do we have on the bottom? Page of Cups reversed, yeah. So you might have even put like your friendships, your relationships on hold a little bit, just so you can accomplish this skill, this job, this work. You're like maybe not doing more emotional things, but doing more learning, more logical, working, hands-on kind of energy. But let's see what else. What else is coming out for your energy? So I'm getting for some of you, like they might even be like, hey, you want to hang out? You want to do stuff? It's the end of summer. You want to go hang out? And you're like, no, I got to work. So you might just be working a lot, honestly. Maybe you need the money. Maybe you're just throwing yourself into work. Maybe they just need, you're short-staffed, whatever it is. It might be a business you're trying to get off the ground. Okay, so now we have the 4 of Pentacles. So this 4 of Pentacles is reversed. And 4 of Pentacles can be an energy of, giving and receiving, but it can be on the stingy side. So be careful with that. Whether it's your time or whatever, it could be, somebody really wants your attention or something, and you're just kind of holding back a little bit. So just be cautious about that, however it resonates for you guys. What else? Okay, so what I'm getting here, it could be with a really good relationship, harmonious relationship, that you are maybe being a little greedy with your time and your attention, because we have this card here, the Lovers. This also could be about a choice, but it's a Gemini card. But usually it's a kind of like a soul bond connection, somebody that you are very harmonious with. You guys almost say each other's words kind of energy. And with this Four of Pentacles, you could be a little stingy or selfish with your time and not realizing how it's affecting this person. This Lover's card is the other person, the relationship. All right, and then on the bottom, Knight of Swords. This is taking action on something. All right, so what we're going to do is let's get some past energy. Now let's see what's really going on first. What's really going on? So it looks like you're throwing yourself into your work. You might be neglecting somebody that's really close to you, a possible intimate relationship or like a soul connection kind of relationship. And they could be feeling like you're being a little selfish or greedy. That's pretty much it. And you might have to look at that and say, yeah, well, am I really? Or am I just throwing myself into my work? What is this about? All right. So what's really going on here? What's really going on with this relationship? Or situation, I should say. Nine of Wands. Yeah, see, you're like exhausted. You've been through the mill. If this is a job or your own business, you have been working so hard that you are just totally drained. I mean, you're still standing, but you are just exhausted, feel like you've been beaten up. And now this person comes in and wants your attention and feeling like you're selfish. And it's just a lot because you are trying to take action on bringing this new business or this creative project or whatever you're passionate about to fruition, but you have and it's really like tiring you out, making you tired. And then you got this person who the soul connection, and you do care about them, but there might be even nagging you, like, why aren't you giving me attention, why aren't we going out? So let's see what else is coming up. On the bottom we have the Queen of Swords. So this could be an air sign. Queen of Swords, though, is somebody that sees through the mask of the situation. So I kind of feel like that's that energy of where you both need to meet halfway, because maybe sit down and have that open communication, that truthful, logical, open communication, instead of like waiting to the last minute and then blowing up emotionally. Because I do feel like this person feels like they're being neglected, and you are just trying to create something and you're throwing yourself all into the work. Like those typical relationships where the spouse is always working like 80-hour weeks, and they don't have time for the one at home, and then they're sitting home being lonely and wanting attention. So let's see what else is coming up with this. What else is going on here? I mean, it could even be your kids. I mean, it doesn't have to be an intimate person. But it could be. It's just somebody that you really have a soul connection with and is feeling neglected, and you're just like exhausted. Eight of Cups. So this is some kind of walking away from some emotional disappointment. So, I really feel like if this is a partner, you might want to have that talk, because they might get to the point where they're like walking away, even separating a little bit. So be cautious about that. This could have already happened. They could have felt neglected so much that they walked away because you were working so much. And then we have the Queen of Wands on the bottom. This could be an Aries. So let's see the past energy. Let's move these over. Let's see the past energy. Yeah, with this, what's really going on, I really do feel like if there's not some kind of communication and you keep working 80-hour weeks or whatever you're doing, which is, I know it's important, we want to start a business, so we got to throw a lot of work into it, but this person's feeling neglected, and if you guys have a good connection, some open communication needs to be had, before they do decide to like walk away or separate or whatever. So let's see. And it's not because they don't care about you or love you, because I do see, like with that Lover's card, there's a deep connection here. It's just that they're feeling neglected here. Well, let's go ahead and see the past energy. Past energy of this situation. Seven of Pentacles. So, you guys were planting seeds for the future. You know, it was had some promise to it with the future. You know, you could even have got engaged, moved in together. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so, you know, moving, taking action towards, you know, the future in the material world. So, you know, you could have moved, like I said, moved in together. You could have got engaged. Could have even got married. Let's see. What else is this past energy? Ooh. So this is a Capricorn card. This is also, you know, old patterns of behavior, addictions, negative thinking, kind of like that chain. I almost feel like with this nagging, and please don't shoot the messenger, with this nagging, and I don't call that they were nagging. I think they were just feeling lonely and missed you, but maybe they didn't know how to handle their emotions, and they did. It could be complete nagging. I don't know. It's different for everybody. But with this energy, I almost feel like you started thinking like it's almost like a ball and chain kind of energy. That's what I'm feeling. And I'm not saying you don't love them. I just feel like the nagging was getting to you because you were overworked. You're trying to create something, you bring something to abundance, throwing yourself at work, whatever it is, and then you started feeling neglected because it's like I'm trying to provide for us, and then all you do is want like to complain and sabotage the situation, and it was like a heated, like, you know, boom, it kind of blows up, or you just kind of stop talking altogether, or maybe they even separated. But yeah, there's some kind of negative energy here. And I really feel it's from like a lack of truthful, open communication. And, you know, and not meeting 50-50. See, we have the World. So there's something completing here. And I'd hate to see, like, if this is a really good relationship. Sometimes they need to end. But if this is a really good relationship, I would hate to see, because so many do, if it failing because of something not being communicated. Okay? Or not meeting 50-50. So, but sometimes it doesn't. You know, maybe you do want to do this venture of creating something, and they're not a part of it anymore. But there still needs to be some kind of open communication here. You know, there needs to be some open communication. Okay. Some healing as well. I do feel like this is some kind of wish or fulfillment or dream that you want to fulfill. And like I said, this relationship or situation has been put on the back burner. So it's kind of like prioritizing your time. But I really kind of think with like the emotional aspect of it, like with somebody feeling neglected, they might have blown up or started nagging, and then that kind of turned you off and you move forward. But there is some kind of message or of emotional, and some kind of emotional message that's going to be coming through. So whatever that is, I do feel like it's going to be coming through. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see who you're dealing with. Who's this person you're dealing with? Who's this person you're dealing with? That maybe there needs to be some open communication with. It might be a little upset and naggy like kind of energy. Let's see who this person is. Who's this person you're dealing with? Ooh, it could be a Libra. We have Justice. So I really feel like they feel like they're not being treated fairly. It's somebody that you've known from your past, could have grown up with, you have a lot of memories with, or just have a long past together. Like I said, it could be a Libra because we have the Justice card, but they feel like they're not being treated fairly. They are someone who likes things to be just, you know, things to be fair. They might be a type that fights for the underdog. But they are feeling like they are the underdog because you are so involved in whatever you're doing, that they are actually thinking of moving forward, or taking a break here. Because they feel like they're kind of stuck because they want your attention and not getting it. They feel like you have grown on without them, but there's some energy of that. Let's see what else. Who else you're dealing? Who else is this person? What's going on? Like maybe you've outgrown each other. That's how they're feeling. Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is about self-love. So they're starting to, realize, hey, I deserve more. I'm worth more. I do think they unconditionally love you, though. But they are starting to look like, hey, I have to fill my own cup first. And I am kind of tired of being neglected while you're always working or whatever. So, yeah. Yeah, they feel like they've kind of lost control of the situation. This, again, is another Aries card. I think I said that before, so it could be an Aries. They feel like they're disempowered by this because they've kind of lost control of this situation, and the relationship's kind of dwindled. So I feel like they kind of feel like they're not in control anymore, and they want their power back, kind of. So let's go ahead and see. Let me move these over here. Okay, let's go ahead and get some more present energy. Present energy. Okay, so since they're feeling that way, and you are throwing yourself into your work, let's see. Ooh, present energy. Yeah. So the present energy, it feels like a burden. 10 of Wands. Yeah, but everybody's burdened with this. And, when you're working a lot, of course, you could be physically exhausted, but I just think the whole situation here, everybody's burdened. It's just too much for everybody. Yeah, and they're Four of Cups is like turning your back on a situation, and it's like they're not even bothered with it anymore. They're just kind of like, I'm just too burdened. I feel out of control. It's just not something I want to fight for if it's not going to work, right? So let's go ahead and see what else presently. So everybody's burdened. Father of Wands. Everybody wants control of their life. Father of Wands is a King of Wands. So that's somebody that wants, has control of their life. And we have the Fool reverse, which is about starting a new journey, taking a rest. So I really feel like it's on the fence. They're really thinking about taking this risk and starting a new journey, but I really do think the love is there so much that they don't want to, but it's just becoming too much of a burden, and they've lost their control. As well as for you, you feel like they're kind of holding you back from accomplishing maybe your abundance or thing, but they're nagging and wanting all the attention when you need to work to be able to bring in this abundance. So it's kind of like a not seeing eye to eye, not meeting 50-50 here. So we're going to go ahead and see what the future holds. Of course, the future can always change. Energy can always change. We have the free will and all that to change it. So let's go ahead and see what this future looks like, from this energy here. Let's see what the future looks like. What's the future look like for this situation with Sagittarius? I'm sorry. I don't know why Scorpio is coming in. Some aspect, either Scorpio plays a part, maybe, don't know, or maybe by Scorpio season, something to be more resolved. I don't know. Let's see. Future timeline here for Sagittarius in this situation. Future timeline. Also, Scorpio is that death card, so this could be a rebirth of ending of something. I said Scorpio. All right, let's see. All right, so we have the Ace of Wands, continuing on that path of what you're creative about, what your passion is, towards your spirituality. King of Pentacles, someone, again, that's very stable, grounded, secure. So future energy, it looks like, movement forward to some passionate, creative project, maybe even your spirituality, but it's grounded and stable. And then on the bottom, Three of Swords reversed. So this is letting it go of some heartbreak. So there could be some heartbreak in the future that you're letting go of, or if there's been a heartbreak, that it's going to be lessening. Let's see what else is in the future. Yeah, death and rebirth. So there's going to be some, that's a Scorpio card too. I just said Scorpio, but it's reversed. So there's some kind of energy here with the ending of something and a new beginning, but there's some resistance. Something's not closing off. Someone's like preventing it from happening. And again, this could be some kind of Scorpio involved in this situation, or one of the two of you. Or it could be around that time. Scorpio season is actually in October, which is not too far away. It starts like around the 22nd, 21st, and it goes until November. So on the bottom we have the Two of Wands. So see, this is a crossroads. Some decision's gonna have to be made. There's some crossroads that you're gonna end up in the future, that you're gonna have to make a choice. So that's why I believe this death and rebirth is coming in. Because you're gonna have to, in the future, this crossroad comes up. You have to make a choice. This is saying, you're going to be choosing the one that you're passionate about to start that new beginning. It's going to be more stable and secure. And with that, there's going to be a rebirth. But to have a rebirth, you have to let something go. There's going to have to be a closure of something. So let's see what else. And that's why I said it's future pending energy, because you can choose whatever you want. You can choose not to even choose a path to go down, So, and honestly, when you don't choose, you are actually choosing, So people say, like, I can't choose. Well, if you can't choose, you're choosing, because whatever is the alternate is gonna happen, right? So let's see. Okay, we got one down there. Oh, we got two down there. Okay, two down there. A lot of self-evaluation with the Judgment card. A lot of self-evaluation. Reevaluating what you really want, what makes you really happy, what your purpose is. And I can see that with that death and rebirth for sure, and that Ace of Wands, as well as the Page of Pentacles. Some messages might be coming in. So like I said, you're at a crossroads, but some of life's ways about it can actually make that choice for you. Here's the situation. You have this relationship that's like saying, hey, I want your attention, and if you don't give up your creative project that you're throwing all your time in, I might walk away. Where you're like, hey, I want to do this creative project because that's going to be my abundance, so I'm throwing all my work into it. But so if you don't make a choice, this person might leave. But you could also have that fail, unfortunately. Something happens where you have to put it on hold. So I really do think there is going to be a message somehow in the material world that's going to create this reevaluation, this death and rebirth, for you to really have to look through it and to figure out which road do you want to take? Which one leads to my stability? Which one leads to my passion and my spirituality? Which one's my purpose in life? And sometimes we can think it, but the universe or spirit will have a different direction for us to go, and they'll throw things in our way because they're like, you're going down the wrong path. Let me throw this obstacle in your way, or this tower moment in your way. So, all right, so let's go ahead. How did I get these all mixed up? Let's go ahead and get like that one last card, because this looks like a hard one. It does, but it's kind of almost like, if you don't choose, it's going to be made for you anyway, whether it's a person, a situation, which ultimately is spirit and universe, So High Priestess, yeah, see, this is something to do with your higher self. So I would definitely, this is future energy, but I definitely see some really self-realization, some contemplating, tapping down into your soul and higher self to figure out what is it in your life that really, sparks that light within you, Sometimes we listen to other people to see what's best for us, and we think that's the right way, but it's not. So that's really what it is. It's a really kind of a soul revelation here for you. It's almost like an ego and soul kind of revelation here. Yeah, see? Yeah. And see this again, Three of Swords reversed. So whatever this is that's really painful right now, or it's going to be about painful pretty soon, it's going to start falling away. And I really do feel like that kind of stuff is going to make you go into that reevaluation with that Judgment card, as well as this death and rebirth and retransformation. So that looks like it's going to be, you might be even going through a dark night of the soul, but I do see a lot of revelation coming in, maybe a switch, a change and a rebirth, so I'm switching to a different path maybe. But ultimately, it's your choice, basically. So that's your message, Sagittarius. It's a pretty intense one, but that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.